My name's Katherine Johnson. I'm the head teacher here at Northcott School and Sixth Form College. We feel that what's unique about the school is that we really are the embodiment of a community. Our children are really well known to all of our staff, so that's from our teaching staff to support staff to site staff to everybody who's involved in the school. We feel like we've got such great relationships with our children that we get the best out of them, but we also can offer the support that they need because we understand them as individuals, and that's something that's really important to us, recognising that our children are individuals and allowing them to be individuals when they're in school. So Northcott's ambitions have always been to provide a secondary school offer, but in the bespoke environment of a specialist provision. So we don't ever want our children to feel like they're limited by the fact that they attend a special school. You know, we don't ever put ceilings on our children in terms of their achievement. So we very much want to offer the same experience as a secondary mainstream, but with the very much wraparound care that a specialist setting provides, and we feel that that's exactly what we offer at Northcott School. So our ambitions for our younger pupils are that eventually they are going to attend a through school, right the way from 3, right the way through to 19. But when they're very early on in their education and they're in Little Blossoms, we follow the EYFS 7 areas of learning, which then progresses on to the primary national curriculum. And that gives them the real basic understanding of what they need to do to be able to attend a school, to be able to function in a classroom, and all the real things that we take for granted that our children sometimes struggle with. And then as they leave primary into secondary, our transition is then managed really carefully because the transition points for our children are really, really key to their success. For those children who sit outside of that structure, we do have some nurture group structures where they still have the same curriculum offer, but it's just broken down much more, and they're not required to move around the school as much in order to manage that sort of sensory environment. So we feel that we've got a really broad offer in terms of the formal EYFS, the formal primary, the formal secondary, but then nurture groups that sit outside of that, giving the children the same opportunities but in a much more controlled way. So our children are encouraged to have a voice really in 2 ways. Very much formally, that we have lots of different ways our children can communicate directly with me. So we have a student council, we have peer mentors, a group of children who are involved in decisions called young evaluators who feed back to me things that they think are really important to them, and then they bring them to me and we try and embed them into the school. We have break time buddies, anti-bullying ambassadors, so they're the really formal ways that they can support us and help us move the school forward. But the informal way is the minute that our children arrive, they're greeted in the morning off the bus, and communication is something that's embedded through the entire day. So every member of staff communicates with our children whenever they see them, even if it's just a hello, how are you? And that helps our children have a voice, because the more comfortable they feel with the adults that they're with, the more they're likely to then communicate their wants and their needs and the things that they want to change about the school. What 3 words describing Northcott? It has to be believe, belong, blossom. They're 3 words that myself and the deputy head came up with when we were looking to brand the school, and it is absolutely what we want for our children. We want them to believe that they can achieve everything they want to achieve. We want them to feel like that they belong, that we are another family, we're another version of their family, and ultimately we want them to blossom in whatever way that is, whether it's somebody who's really academic, going down an academic pathway, or somebody who needs a lot of support around life skills and then becoming more independent. That blossom is how we want them to be when they leave, that they blossomed into the young person that they want to be, and we've helped them to get there. I feel that we offer everything in terms of joining the school and what Northcott can offer somebody who's joining us. We offer everything that any other school offers, but very much you'll be cared for, you'll be looked after, and you can be yourself, you can be an individual, and that to us is really important. Our children have got issues of being a teenager the same as anywhere else, and we embrace that, and we want them to identify how they want to identify. They can feel comfortable, they can feel safe, and anybody who wants to be in an environment where you're not limited by your potential but also you can get that care and support, then this school is perfect for you. Yeah, I love my job because I get to work with a group of young people who are intelligent, entertaining, so caring. You know, children with autism and autistic tendencies shouldn't be able to show empathy. I would argue that every one of our children are able to, and the challenges that they go through to be able to even attend school in the morning and to get here and to be able to function in lessons, it blows our minds. And I think that it's the hardest job in the world, but actually it's the best job in the world. And the children here, you don't know what to expect on a morning. You arrive at school, you've got so many things in your diary and they can go completely out the window. But if they go out the window because children want you to be in their lessons and see what they're doing, then it's the best job in the world, and I wouldn't do anything else.